Open up your Bible. God granted Abraham this land. The 12 tribes of Israel established the constitutional monarchy 1000 BC. King David was their second king and established Jerusalem as the capital. Jews were fighting foreign occupiers for centuries, ultimately maintaining a presence there. But the key aspect, and right now, Palestinians, Arabs, Muslims are trying to erase the Jewish ties to Jerusalem as we speak. I've been there multiple times. They're trying to make it look like Jews were never there. The most important aspect of this is the international community granted sovereignty to the Jews, to the Jewish state after World War II, and Israel has had to fight defensive war after defensive war, with every country coming to crush it ever since then, just to exist.
There's really no such thing as a Palestinian.
There are certain words I refuse to use. There is no such thing as a West Bank. It's Judea and Samaria. There's no such thing as a settlement. They're communities, they're neighborhoods, they're cities. There's no such thing as an occupation.
It really is something beyond the pale to say that Israel is an apartheid state. That's nonsense.
My first trip to Israel was 1973 when I was 17 years old.
Made about 100 trips there.
And when I went to Israel, something happened inside of me that I can't explain. And that is, it's a place I'd never been in my life, but I felt like I was at home.
I'm a Christian, but I'm a Zionist. I'm an unapologetic, unreformed Zionist.
I affirm the reality of Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. God says, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. When people use the term occupy, I say, yeah, Israel is occupying the land, but it's the occupation of a land that God gave them 3,500 years ago. The United States needs to finally make the definitive statement of who it's taking sides with and move its embassy to Jerusalem and once and for all declare we know who our peace partner in the Middle East is, and it is Israel.
This nonsense talk about a two-state solution, my prescription for that would be, sure, let's have one. Tell me which part of the Islamist-controlled properties and territories would you like to carve out for that state? But it cannot be in the land that since the time of Abraham is land that God himself carved out for the Jewish people.
When the enemy is inside the gates of the United Nations, America must be the one to call it by its name and destroy it.
What Israel's about to do is bring hell down on Hamas if they do it right. I mean real war, not like TV war. Real war, stacking bodies, dead people.
Today, Israel stands on the front lines of our civilizational struggle against radical, apocalyptic Islam.
I want to congratulate my dear friend, Governor Mike Huckabee. I think he will be a great ambassador to Israel.
الجلال والجمال مكرما سالما منعما وغانما مكرما هل أرى في علا تبلغ السمك موطني الشباب لن يكل همه أن تستقل أو يبيد نستقي من الردى ولن نكون للعدا كالعبيد لا نريد ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا ذلنا.
We've mapped the destruction in Gaza, and this is what it looks like. From late October, we used satellite images to track the extent of damage to the end of January. Up to then, about 55% of all buildings had been damaged or destroyed. That's what you see highlighted on the map. The north in particular has suffered the bulk of the damage to date, where 3/4 of the buildings have been destroyed. But the south, where Israel told people to flee to, has not been spared either. A closer look at satellite images shows the destruction, like here in the Jabalia refugee camp, or these residential buildings in Beit Lahia. More than 70% of Gaza's homes are no longer fit for living. Scenes like this are repeated across Gaza. Most hospitals have been put out of service. Last month, Israel demolished the last standing university, and at least 350 schools have been destroyed. Most of Gaza's 2.3 million Palestinians have been made homeless, don't have access to proper health care, and can no longer get an education. Israel's bombardment sits among the deadliest and most destructive in modern history. And the UN says it could take until the closing years of the century for Gaza's economy to regain its pre-war size if hostilities were to stop immediately. But the war is still ongoing.
I'm in the historical city of Nabatea. This used to have a population of 80,000 people, but now it's just complete devastation and rubble and destruction for as far as I can see. This area used to be where people would come shopping, where they would buy their food and their clothes, and you can still see some of the shops and the clothes and the food that's been left over, but there's absolutely nobody here apart from the ambulances that often come through when they're on their way to sites that are being attacked or to rescue people. There were 2 huge strikes. We came with emergency workers to the location of those strikes. As you can see, there's rubble and just devastation absolutely everywhere. Emergency workers have been searching for any victims or anyone who may have survived this attack. Luckily, it seems as though there was nobody here, but this is what's happening on a daily basis. And it's still a very dangerous place to be, because we know that once emergency workers have set off to these places that have been attacked, they have, on some occasions, been targeted themselves.